So now all students, we have started the revision of this standard 8th my English book 8th standard. The first poem, Be the Best. We have started the some questions and their answers also, that became the revision of yours. The first question in this workshop, read the words and name the given below. Put the big size and big one in the big सर्कल अँड द स्मॉलर वन इन द स्मॉलर सर्कल. ज्या गोष्टी मोठ्या सर्कलमध्ये लिहायच्या आहेत त्या मोठ्या ह्याच्यात लिहायच्या आहेत आणि बाकीच्या स्मॉलमध्ये लिहायच्या आहेत. So here write down musky became the big circle. Tree, big. Pine, big leg, big size. Bass, small. Highway, big. Scrub, small. Rill, small. Sun, big. Star, small. Trail became also small. That is the way we can distribute that small and big thing in that place in a particular way. Afterwards, find the four groups and each stanza has the poem turn by turns. That is the reading section. Find and write the pairs of rhyming words from the poem. Crew, drew, here, near. The particularly word star, are, here, near, make, like, be, tree. That's are the particularly rhyming words in this poem have. Complete the following appropriate words phrases by the poems. The first is done for you. If you can't be a vine, be a scrub. If you can't be a tree, if you can't be a tree, be a bush. Dash dash, be a bass. If you are a muskie. If you can't be a captain, you can be a crew. Dash dash, be a trail. If you can't be a highway. If you can't be a sun, be a star. That is the way we can fill up that appropriate with the help of the poem. All must write for whether the following true and false. All must be a captain of a team. That became the fall. A bit of grass can make a highway happier. That became true. We win or fail depending upon the size of position, false. A scrub is found at the top of the hill. That became also false. If your work is not important, don't do it. False. Whatever the job you have, do your best. True. That is the true and false. Write an appropriate appreciation of the poem with the help of the following points given below. There are some questions. The title of the poem is written by the poem has dash dash stanza. Each stanza has dash dash lines. The line that rhymes each stanza are dash dash. The poet compared the big thing with dash dash. Dash dash is the repeated expression in the poem. The line I shall always remember dash dash. The title of the poem is Be the Best. The poem is written by Douglas Mallow. The poem has 4 stanzas. Each stanza has 4 lines. The line that rhymes each stanzas are the first and second and third and fourth. The poet compared the big thing with small things. Dash dash are repeated expression in the poem. If you can't be a. The line I shall always remember, be the best what you are. That is the appreciation of the poem. Now the second lesson. Another lesson 1.2, Androcles and Lion. Find out the antonyms, opposite words of the following: kind, cruel, poor, wealthy, slave, master, high, low, punishment, reward, unbound, bound, tender, taut, tough, happy, dismayed. That is the way you can write down the opposite words of that. Write the reaction of the following each of the action given below. Some of the example I will solve and other you will be. Androcles did not like his cruel master, so he felt the death was better than serving such a master, and he escaped from the clutches of his cruel master. That is the reaction of the Androcles toward his cruel master. The lion looked at Androcles piteously, so Androcles paused, and then he moved very cautiously toward the lions and saw that the lion's paw was wounded and sore and swollen. Androcles banged the lion's injured paw, so the lion licked his arm as if to show gratitude, which surprised and wondered the Androcles. That is the answer of that. And last, hungry, furious, the lion was released into the arena. So Androcles was filled with fear, but he showed he was not afraid. And the another one, the lion reached the Androcles, and the emperor asked the Androcles what the reward would like, so that you will be solved by your own. Write your own 1, 3, and 4 sentences about each of the following: the condition of the slave and ancient Rome, qualities of Androcles, even wild animal can be our friend. The first, the condition of slave and ancient Rome. Slavery in ancient Rome played an important role in society and the economy. Besides manual labor, slaves performed many domestic services and might be employed the high-skilled job. Accountants and physicians were often slaves. Greek slaves in a particular used to be higher educated. Unskilled slaves worked on their farms in minutes at the mines and mills. Their lives conditions were miserable and their lives short. Quality of Androcles. I think Androcles was very kind man. So when he saw the lion's pain, he did not think about his life. Whatever he thought about the lion's distress, he tried to help him. And so in our life, so we should help to people and distress. He was a kind, cooperative, understanding, sensible, brave, encouraging the friend by the maturedness. And even wild animal can be our friend. Is it correct? Wild animal can be our friend. Yes, even the wild animal can be our friend because they have also feeling that emotion. If you help them, definitely they will not cruel with us. They know how to give the reaction to our action. If we treat them cruelly, definitely they will be cruel with us. And even if treats them friendly and affectionately, they can be our friend. That is the way we can be express 2-3 lines about that. Narrate your class in short about the kindness of animals or how animal can be kind to human. Write down the story in your notebook and give a title of your own. प्राण्यांवर दया करणे आणि प्राणी माणसांशी कसे दयाळूपणे वागत असतात ही गोष्ट तुम्हाला वहीत लिहून शीर्षक द्या. फेथफुल डॉग. आन्सर. मोती वॉज अ डॉग लिव्हिंग इन द Raghu's family. It was kind and loving to all the family members. One day, Raghu's wife was working in the back and Moti was sitting nearby watching over her child in the cradle. When Raghu came back from his work, he saw the baby's cradle turned upside down and blood everywhere. He saw the Moti lying quietly and blood on his mouth and body. He got angry and that pick up axe hit Moti's and poor faithful dog cried out in pain and died. His wife ran inside and when her Moti's loud cried, he rushed the cradles, her little son who was perfectly safe and sleeping carefully. When he saw the dead snake lying nearby, Raghu came forward and realized that his dog was fought with gilded and snake was save the baby. Uh, Gilded the snake to save the baby. He realized his mistake that snake killed the loyal dog without thinking. That is the way we have to be. Without thinking, do many things, and that's like the faithful dog has to be killed by unthinking or without thinking that mother of small child. Language study auxiliary verb that help from tense, moods and voice are called auxiliary verbs. Example be, can, may, will, etc. That's are the auxiliary verb and that helps in forms of tense and mood and voice. The three most common auxiliary verb can be stand alone in the sentence are form be, do, have. They have the primary auxiliary. She is a student in the class 8. She does his work well. I have the cold. डू बी हॅव ही नेहमी वापरल्या जाणारी क्रियापदे सामान्य एखाद्या वाक्यात एकटीच वापरली जातात त्यांना प्रायमरी ऑक्झिलरी असे म्हणतात. आणि जी क्रियापदे मन, मनस्थिती आणि प्रयोग व्यक्त करण्यासाठी वापरली जातात असे क्रियापदांना सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद असे म्हणत असतात. आणि ती बी, कॅन, बी, मे, विल आहेत. आणि इथं बी, डू, हॅव ती वापरायची जाणारी क्रियापदे एखादी सामान्य वाक्यात एकटीच वापरली जातात त्यांना प्रायमरी ऑक्झिलरी सुद्धा म्हटले जातात. फॉर्म बी ॲम इज, आर, वॉज, विल, शॅल बी. फॉर्म ऑफ डू, डू, डज, डीड. फॉर्म ऑफ हॅव, हॅज, had. These are the auxiliary verbs which do not stand alone in a sentence. They accompany main action verb. This is called modal auxiliary verb. जे क्रियापद वाक्यात मुख्य क्रियापदासोबत वापरले जातात अशा क्रियापदांना मॉडल ऑक्झिलरी असे म्हणतात. तर ते क्रियापद कॅन, कुड, मे, शुड, विल, वुड, मस्ट, मे, हॅव, नीड, ऑट टू. He can work hard, he will work hard, he must work hard. So now underline the auxiliary verb in the following sentence. We have holiday tomorrow. Have became primary auxiliary. Rina is injured badly, primary auxiliary. You must wear clean clothes, modal auxiliary that became must. We should talk politely, modal auxiliary. They did not help me, primary auxiliary. A big thorn had perched in the lion's toe, had become the primary auxiliary. The lion was caged, that became primary auxiliary. Was, Heracles did not like his master, did became primary auxiliary. They could not leave him, could became modal auxiliary. He would be not longer be a slave, would become modal auxiliary. They slave were forced to be work, that became were, primary auxiliary. They should show kindness to animal, should became modal auxiliary. So in this way you can understand the auxiliary and modal auxiliary. So auxiliary verb they can use this in the particularly tenses, mood and voices, and these are called primary auxiliary. Modal auxiliary, there are the auxiliary which do not stand alone in a sentence. They accompany main action verb. They are called modal auxiliary verbs. Now another poem 1.3. Trees are the kindest thing I know. Find the word that describe the following. Dash dash crow, cows. Dash dash new birds, green new birds. dash dash sun, morning sun, dash dash lullaby, drowsy lullaby, dash dash tree, kindest tree. Pick out the line that means the following. Some of the lines I will explain here. Tree provides the shelter for animals and spread the shade for sleepy cows. Tree provides the food for all. They give us fruits and the leaves above. Trees are the most lovable. Trees are the kindest thing I know. And remaining two you will do by your own. Think and write in your own words what living things can cause harm in our own one another. Name of any 5. तर कोणत्या सजीव वस्तू तुम्हाला हानी पोहोचवू शकतात अशा कोणत्याही 5 सजीवांची नावे लिहा. लिव्हिंग थिंग्स दॅट आन्सर कॅन हार्म अनदर. हा ह्युमन बिईंग टू ह्युमन बिईंग, ह्युमन बिईंग टू ॲनिमल, animals and birds to the human being, birds to germs and insect, human being to tree. Why are the tree called harmless? झाडांना निरुपद्रवी का म्हणतात? Trees are really harmless because they never harm anything anywhere in the world, whereas they help in all living things on the face of the earth. They maintain the balance of the nature, they keep the environment clean and pure, and they are very helpful to earth and living beings on the earth, so they are really helpful to harmless. Halloween is the festival celebrated in the many western countries on 21st October. What is the season there? Why do you think is there the need to burn leaves on Halloween? तर हॅलोवीन हा बौद्ध पश्चिमी देशातील 31 ऑक्टोबरला रोजी साजरा करण्यात येणारा सण आहे. तेव्हा जिथं कोणताही ऋतू असतो, तुमच्या मते हॅलोवीन दरम्यान पाणी जाण्याची आवश्यकता काय? द सीझन ऑटोमन इज वेस्टर्न आन्सर कंट्रीज इन ऑक्टोबर. ड्युरिंग ऑक्टोबर आय थिंक देअर इज अ नीड टू बर्न लीव्स ऑन हॅलोवीन्स टू मेक फायर अँड वार्ड ऑफ इव्हिल स्पिरिट फ्रॉम देअर लीव्स. This you will continue by yourself. So now, appreciation of the poem. Write appreciation of the poem with the help of the points given below. Title of the poem is Tree Are the Kindest Thing I Know. Poem is written by Harry Bain. The poem is 8 stanza each. Each stanza has 2 lines. The line of the rhyming in each stanza are the first and second, and the poet compared the tree with the things he knows, and they are the word repeated in the poem. The line I shall always remember is tree are the kindest thing I know. That is the appreciation of the poem that will be asked in the examinations. Language study. Degree of comparison. Adjective. Read the following sentences. Yatin is strong. Yamin is stronger than Yatin. Praveen is the strongest of all. In this sentence, adjective strong is simple form is called positive degree. That became in sentence the adjective is stronger second refer to higher degree than there is comparison of the two nouns is called comparative degree. Er is added on the basis of adjective, that is the comparative degree. And last, est. In sentence, adjective strongest refer to highest degree of comparison one of or with the more than two nouns. It is called superlative degree. Est is added in the basis adjective. All students, I think you will learn that degree topic earlier in that videos, so that is you will understand also very strong, stronger, strongest, positive, comparative and superlative. Fill in the gaps and time table degree of comparison given positive, comparative and superlative. That's kindest is given here. Kind, kinder, kindest, positive, comparative, superlative. Comparative healthier is given healthy, healthier, healthiest. Near is given positive, we make comparative and superlative. Nearer and nearest. Finer, fine, finer, finest. earliest, earlier, early, earlier, earliest, small, smaller, smallest, fast, faster, fastest, high, higher, highest. That is the table, and that table our students must write down many of them. Many number of them you can write by your own, with that makes you helpful for writing that degree. Adjective which have more or two syllables longer than words, the most before of the form comparative and superlative degree. Successful, positive degree, more is added, that became comparative degree. More successful, most successful, superlative and comparative degree. Give the comparatives and superlative forms. Ancient, that became more ancient, most ancient. Special, more special, most special. Significant, more significant, most significant. Advanced, more advanced, most advanced. Accurate, more accurate, most accurate. That is the way. And so here is an example of personification. Personification already I teach and send some of the videos to you. So let us stop here with that one revision of 1.1 to 1.3. So all students must be read all these lessons very well, that you will get good marks in examination. Remaining part of the revision we will be discussed in another video. Thank you.